Greetings, gamer guys and gals. Welcome to part 32 of my Let's Play Pokémon Scarlet. And in today's episode, it is nightfall. We are going to try to find this Cassiopeia, the true menace of Team Star. The leader who is also having us defeat Team Star. Who and where could she be? I'm not seeing her. I suspect that we should be able to find her in some sort of courtyard by or over here to actually fight. It would be kind of weird if we were told to search for her in the courtyard after dark, but I'm not seeing her? Very strange. In fact, the map says, a challenge from Cassiopeia. Come to the academy in the dark of the night for a battle against Cassiopeia in the school yard. Well, I mean, it looks like the dark of the night. We're going to have to see what's going on here, because I would like to finish off the Team Star whole situation before we move on to anything else, because that just seems kind of expedient. After we finish off Team Star, I do want to take on our wonderful rival, Nimona. And here we go, finding ourselves in the schoolyard. And I have a feeling that we can potentially tell who Cassiopeia is and why I have been calling her a her this whole time. Zeke. Thanks for coming. This must be quite a shock for you. The big boss, Cassiopeia. They were both me all along. When I saw you make quick work of those Team Star lackeys outside school that time, the idea for Operation Starfall suddenly came to me. My skills let me get a hold of as much LP as I want, so I decided to use that to tempt you into helping me out. After the operation started, I kept an eye on you as a member of the supply unit, and I had you battle the bosses on my behalf, all for the goal of defeating me and putting an end to Team Star once and for all. But still, there's a part of me that wants Team Star to live on. I can't just roll over and let you win without putting up a fight. This is the final showdown. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Thanks. Sorry to keep you. The letter of apology Mrs. Time had me, preparations took longer than expected. That voice, are you Clive? Penny, so it was you after. No, I mean, is that you, Cassiopeia? In the flesh. I've a task for you, Clive, if you'll accept it. I want you to record what happens next, so I can send the video to Team Star. They need to see the outcome of this battle for themselves. Okay, will do. Then allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm the big boss of Team Star. The name's Cassiopeia. No, Penny. Now bow down before the overwhelming might of Team Star's founder. You are challenged by Penny of Team Star. Umbreon. Very interesting choice here. I won't hold back in this battle. I'll stay true to Team Star's code. Level 62. Do I want to do a play rough here? I think I do. not quite good enough. Dark Pulse. We resist that. Let's go with another Play Rough. Ooh, Baby Doll Eyes. So we're probably going to go ahead and switch out after this with a good old-fashioned U-turn. Alright. Baby Doll Eyes again. Not surprised. That's why we're switching out, actually. Music is pretty nice. Doesn't at all strike me as like a Team Star team lead, that's for sure, but pretty nice nonetheless. We're going to swap in our good old-fashioned Cloth. He is quite good and old-fashioned. Baby Doll Eyes. You know, I probably should have actually used a Swords Dance this turn. Just because I knew that was coming. Just knew it. Does she have a team of nothing but Eevees? Or Evolutions? That would be cool. Vaporeon. Well, we do have an answer to that, don't we? I think we have an answer to every one of the Evolutions, so if that's literally what she's got going on here... Now, I only suspected it because of the Umbreon and her backpack, but once I saw Vaporeon there, I have little doubt that this is exactly what's going on here. And Flower Trick. Kind of surprised that actually KO'd because Vaporeon has a lot of HP. Not very good defensively though, so I guess that's a thing. We'll keep in for Leafeon because I am going to use a good old-fashioned U-turn into Tauros, who is going to intimidate the heck out of this Leafeon and then burn her up. Leafeon is my favorite evolution, bar none. Umbreon is a close second, but bar none. Like, coolest evolution. But then again, I'm a big fan of grass types. X-Scissor. Yeah, I did not think that was going to do much for you there. Let's go ahead with a Raging Bull. Tauros, take him out. Good job, Tauros. Good job. And now she has Jolteon. Yes, let's go ahead and switch right into Cloth. High horsepower. It's not as good as Earthquake, but you know what? Cloth would like to see some battling some more. Yeah, Jolteon is not physically defensive, so this is going to KO if it hits. And Thunder Mist. Very nice. I appreciate that. Oh, wow. That's impressive. The fact that that did not KO is wild to me. And we're at 3 HP. Wow. Super duper impressive. I am probably going to switch out though because it's likely that her evolutions all have quick attack. I mean, I'm not saying that that's a for sure thing, obviously, but it's very likely and a pretty darn good possibility. Alright, so Flareon, we are going to keep in. Flareon's kind of slow. Rock Blast would utterly annihilate this good old Flareon here. And, oh, darn it. And I just was talking about that. We're going to go ahead and swap back in to Tauros. He is such a good pivot just because of Intimidate. Intimidate just makes everything coerce together when you're battling physical offensive mons. Earthquake. Alright, I wasn't expecting that to KO, but I don't necessarily remember all of Flareon's stats. And Sylveon. Probably our best answers to Sylveon are Cerulean and Veluza. So let's switch out to...
if we're faster with Cyclizar, we could get off a Shed Tail. I do like that idea. We're going to do that idea.
I can't fault you for your own battle skills at all. No wonder the bosses fell at your hands.
Is this her last? This is her last. Let's Shed Tail.
Time to terrestrialize, shine bright like the starry sky, and become who you really want to be.
Having a team of evolutions is not a totally terrible idea, necessarily, but, I mean, I wouldn't do it because they're all monotypes, and I do not particularly like monotypes above, or like a team full of nothing but monotypes. I would rather have some type diversity. Because monotypes, in my opinion, are kind of shafted, if you really think about it. Not having a second stab is kind of a bummer. Alright, so, we can go into Cerulege here, and I was going to go into Veluza, but I think Cerulege is actually the better pick.
My VV power will crush you into stardust.
Moonblast. We are going to resist that, and we do have better special. Does the substitute fade? Ah, it's gonna fade. That's unfortunate. Why did it have to be a crit? We're gonna go with a Sword Stance right quick. Hopefully we do not faint for this audacity here. Shadow Ball. Wow, we tanked that really good. I was expecting that to faint. To faint my good old Cerulege, but nope, we took it. And we defeated Penny of Team Star.
It's all over now.
15,000. We are getting very rich, folks. Very, very rich.
It's finally over, guys. It's done.
Looks like her hairdo is trying to mimic the new Fire Emblem. And, their Colgate protagonist.
We're done here. I think we should call it quits.
Hold up. Are you saying we should break up the team? You gotta be joking.
We got carried away with Operation Star. Now everything's gotten out of hand. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you round up a bunch of bullies in the courtyard and make a show of learning them some manners. But we didn't even fight them in the end. We didn't do anything wrong.
Indeed. Merely did we declare our intention to battle tooth and nail should the villains persist in their tyrannous oppression. 'Twas a bloodless victory, we assure you.
Yeah, they didn't even send out their Pokémon. They just blubbered and apologized a whole lot. Our outfits must have spooked them good.
Yeah, I'd be spooked too.
But the bullies made a huge stink about what went down, and then they all ended up leaving the academy. Our plan backfired epically. There's no way we're getting off scot-free.
I guess you're right. This little stunt might have put us up the creek.
I'll fix this mess on my end. Just leave it to me. What are you saying? I'm the one who started Team Star. I dragged you all into this. So I'll take responsibility for everything.
Oh, noble and kind Big Boss. You cannot.
Now that the bullies are gone, you guys should start going to school again. Oh yeah, and what about you? I can't go back.
Why? There's no reason for you to stay shut up in your room anymore, right?
All I can say to you guys is, thanks. Even though we never met in person, you were all so kind to me.
Stop right there, BB. Why are you talking like we'll never speak again?
I need to go take care of some things.
Prithee, speak to us. What is thine intent?
Hey, Big Boss, answer us! Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything, Zeke. And you too, Clive.
I'm glad I could see this through to the end.
I guess this is it for Team Star, and me, too.
Hold that thought, Miss, Penny. I'd like to check something with you first.
Check what?
Why resort to something like Operation Starfall if you're the big boss of Team Star? Wasn't there any other way to handle this?
I tried telling the bosses that we were done once before, but they still didn't want to quit.
Why not simply order them to?
Our code states that no one in the team has the right to order people around. I could ask them all to do stuff, but I could never order them.
So it's back to the code once again. The bosses must have taken it very seriously.
They did. That's why I knew I could use it to force Team Star to disband.
Because the bosses would do anything the code required of them. Even leave the team?
Yes. And according to the code, they had to accept any challenge made to them.
Thus the idea for Operation Starfall. Cassiopeia, let me ask you one last thing. What does Team Star, no, what do your friends in the team mean to you?
They're my greatest treasure.
Splendid. Thank you for apprising me of the situation, Miss Penny.
What?
Now, young lady, there is something I should very much like to discuss with you.
Hey, quit it with the old geezer act, Clive. You're creeping me out.
Indeed. Well then, before we talk further, allow me to reveal to you my own secret identity. Ha ha!
Director Clavel?
Just as Cassiopeia was your disguise, the boy you knew as Clive was mine.
But why?
I needed a way to talk to Team Star on equal terms. Students do tend to shy from speaking their mind to their teachers, after all, much more so when faced with the director of the academy.
Yeah, but where do I even start? Wasn't the outfit a bit much? Plus, I have some big feelings about that wig.
Well, that's quite enough for that for now. Everyone, why don't you come out? The look on her face. The utter shock, the terror, the horror.
Huh?
Yo, big boss, long time no see.
Momo. More like long time no meet, right? I mean, we only found out your real name just now. Melly.
Verily is the long hidden countenance a sight for sore eyes, my lady.
Atticus. So, I heard your real name's Penny. How have you been this whole time? Orty. We found you at last. You've no idea how worried we've been. Eerie.
Okay, gang. On the count of 3, 1, 2, hasta la vista, Cassiopeia, and hello, Penny. Now then, Miss Penny, and each of you young bosses as well. On behalf of the Academy, I have something I would like to say to Team Star. You all have my sincerest apologies.
Come again?
As director of the Academy, I let you down. My handling of your situation was a dismal failure.
What? I still don't... I mean, why?
You all told me about your reasons for forming Team Star, and about your subsequent actions. Ever since my first days as director, all I've ever experienced at the Academy is an environment blessedly free from bullying. But now I know this peace was built on the backs of your hurt and anger, and of course, your immense courage in putting things to right. And so, I'll get straight to the conclusion. The Academy's order for Team Star to disband, and my threat to expel those who did not obey, are hereby revoked. Does that mean what I think it means? Indeed, Team Star can continue to exist, should that be your wish.
Woohoo, Penny! Isn't this great? We can all stay together.
Oh, mine heart is giddy with glee.
But I betrayed all of you. You mean Operation Starfall? Director Clavel told us all about it.
Far as we heard, you only went through it with it to save us from getting expelled. You were just worried about us, right?
Not like we'd ever chuck the team just because someone told us to, after all. Ain't our style.
I cannot even begin to imagine how you must have feared for us, Lady Penny.
Sorry for making you worry, BB. We're all okay now. But even so...
Hold on, everyone. I've more to say. As previously stated, the requirement for Team Star to disband has been revoked. However, there are still some unsettled matters to discuss. Allow me to provide a few examples. Your protracted truancy, your brazen customization of school uniforms, your unauthorized usage of Academy equipment, your reckless modification and jeopardous driving of Pokémon-powered vehicles. Need I go on? Your flagrant disregard for school rules cannot simply be overlooked. I love this. Thus, as punishment, you will all be required to engage in community service.
Community service?
Yes, specifically, I will be asking you to manage the STCs.
And that stands for?
The Star Training Centers. They shall be facilities for cultivating Pokémon trainers' talents, and I plan for the Academy to found them in collaboration with the Pokémon League. The idea came to me when I saw Master Zeke battling his way through your bases. The base's construction, as well as the battle tactics employed by the students in Team Star, are remarkably unique and creative. I would ask that you continue your team activities, but henceforth as STC staff members, using your former bases as training facilities. And that is the sum of it. Does anyone have any concerns?
No. It sounds like fun. So I don't see how this would be anything but a win-win. This may be a weird thing to say since the STCs are supposed to be a punishment and all, but you should totally join in too, Penny.
'Tis true. We would most happily have you at our sides, my lady.
We can go to school together again, too. That way, if anything happens, we'll be there to protect you.
We were already talking about how great it'd be to have both Team Star and school in our lives. This would be a sweet deal for us.
So what do you say? You guys. Zeke, what do you think?
I think it sounds great.
Huh? But, I just...
No need to give your response right at this moment, Miss Penny. Do take some time to decide. For now, at least, I think our little group should go their separate ways. Not to say you should break up Team Star after all, I simply meant it is time to leave. It is nighttime after all. Master Zeke, stop by my office later, if you would. We shall certainly do just that. Stop by his office. And we gotta talk to... Okay, the entrance hall still has that crazy nurse. We're not going to worry too much about that, crazy nurse. Ah, here you are, Master Zeke. I wanted to thank you for all your hard work in resolving the situation with Team Star. If not for you, I suspect I would have done the team a grievous injustice in my choice of punishment for their actions. You have my sincere gratitude. Who is it?
It's Penny.
Ah, Miss Penny, do come in.
Hello, Director. About the STCs, I'd like to work on them together with the rest of Team Star.
That's wonderful news. Thank you very much for your favorable response.
But, I shouldn't be punished more heavily than the others, I think.
Why so? Because of Operation Starfall?
No, not that. Because of the other really bad thing I did.
And what would that be, young lady?
You know, the life point...
The life point.
You know, the LP I gave you both in exchange for helping me with Operation Starfall, I got a hold of it, sort of, illegally, by hacking the Pokemon League's life point. I almost did it again. LP management system.
Ah, I see. That is quite the revelation. I did not think such a thing was even possible in the first place.
It wasn't all that, hard, I mean, I'm really sorry and I won't do it again.
This matter is rather out of my jurisdiction, I'm afraid. I will have to consult with Miss Gita, the Pokemon League chairwoman, on how best to proceed.
I figured as much.
I do apologize, Master Zeke, but I will have to ask you to give us some privacy. Alrighty, so...
Don't know exactly what else we're supposed to do about this little story here. Maybe visit the director's office again? Let's check to see. Entrance hall. I am not seeing anything specifically concerning our next thing we have to do with the whole Team Star issue. Though I do think that it seems like it's promptly resolved. Hopefully. And maybe we'll learn something about it shortly. Zeke?
Penny?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Could you come meet me in the front of the school stairs, you know, where we first met? I'll be waiting.
Yeah, certainly. We can do just that.
Whee! Hasta la vista. The six of us thought up that catchphrase back when we created this team. It's so cringy, it's perfect, you know? Anyway, about the LP thing. I thought I was going down big time for hacking the league point system, but they're letting me off easy.
What happened?
The Pokemon League said they'll waive my debt if I do some volunteer engineering for them. They even asked me to come work for them after I graduate, if you can believe that. Director Clavel and that Gita lady kept complimenting me, like a weird amount. Apparently I have outstanding talent or something. Sorry for calling you out here to meet like this. I'm still not so great with people face to face. I never seem to find the right words, but thank you so much. You saved Team Star and my friends along with it. I know words won't ever be enough to properly thank you for all you've done, so here.
Oh, we got Draco Meteor? Comets are summoned down from the sky onto the target. The recoil from this move harshly lowers the user's special attack stat. I needed this. Thank you.
I'm sure you'll put this to good use. And one more thing. I want to repay the debt I owe you. If you ever think of a way I can do that, just let me know. I'm great with machines and hacking and stuff. So next time, I'll be the one helping you, Zeke. Be seeing you then. Hasta la vista.
Starfall Street complete. You know what that tells me? I was not expecting a little end screen saying that Starfall Street was complete. So what that means is we actually have not completed Victory Road yet, which is probably what we're going to be doing with taking on Nimona. And we're going to have to find out all about that next time. So I want to thank you for joining me. If you like my content, please upvote and follow, or like and subscribe depending on your platform. Comment and share, it's always appreciated. And while you're at it, have a great and glorious day gaming.